which he called his real home still, and then the Braves, the home team, put the main event away in 2 short innings. So here are the Phils down and out of it, down 6-0 in the 6th, when the Braves' Otis Nixon decides to try and steal a base. He's gunned down, but he probably bruised the Phillies' feelings, because the next time up, the pitcher, Wally Ritchie, throws it right tight. Nixon took 2 threatening steps, then got back into the box, but on the very next pitch...
There he goes.
Now, in replay, we will note the, well, manly left leg lead that Nixon delivered. Well, that was close. And you'll also note that it hit home. Nixon's spikes tore a track in Ritchie's abdomen. And here are the battling base brawlers afterwards.
I didn't want to hurt anybody, and I wasn't trying to do that because that's not the type of person I feel that I am.
And if somebody throws at me, you know, I got to do what I got to do, and he's got to do what he's got to do. I just hope it doesn't happen again.
And 20-year-old Jim Courier wants to savor, because after beating Andre Agassi for his first Grand Slam title, he was asked about preparing for Wimbledon later this month, upon where he replied, "That's the dumbest question in the world. Don't spoil my day." Well, it did not look good for Courier early. He had to climb up on the umpire's chair and argue a call as Agassi won the first set 6-3. But then he settled down, winning the second set after a couple of rain delays, losing the third, then here in the fourth, bringing Agassi to the net, and then slicing one down the line. Courier won the fourth set 6-1 in this All-American final. Courier in the fifth set was up a break at 4-3. Agassi hung in there. Nice top spin lob. They were tied at 4-all in the fifth. Now a critical point. Courier has a break point. Agassi gets him on the run, and then has the overhead, but Agassi blows it wide. Courier breaks serve again. Courier up 5-4 in the fifth, and then here at match point. Does it in style with the ace. And he does a little celebrating and offers us the latest French Open moonwalk as his coach, Jose Aguirre, in the stands, couldn't be prouder as well. There are the scores. Courier had never even reached the quarters of a Grand Slam before last week. Now he's 4 for 4 in career finals and $450,000 richer. That's more money than he made all of last year. On the other hand, Agassi...
The time you share. There are endless reasons to see America by train. The best one is you've always wanted to. Amtrak's America, now half fare for children.
First time in their 25-year history, the Chicago Bulls are the NBA champions. Wednesday night at the Forum, they closed out the Lakers in 5. Scottie Pippen came through with 32, Michael got 30, and John Paxson came up with a key 20 as the Bulls breezed 108-101. Of course, it was a deserving Jordan who was named the series MVP.
This is something that I don't know if I'm going to ever have this same feeling, you know, because of all the things that I've gone through and the city's gone through and the team. And all of it comes to a successful ending.
And Magic says Michael and the Bulls deserve it.
He is the best for this year. You know, he did it a remarkable season, an MVP during the year, and I'm sure he was the MVP during the series. And so, you know, just as an individual, unbelievable, and as a team, you know, he accomplished what he set out to do.
Bulls closed out the Magic and Michael show with a 108-101 win in Game 5, giving the Bulls their first ever NBA title in the team's 25-year history. Michael Jordan finished up with 30 points and MVP honors.
All the things that I've gone through and the city's gone through and the team, and all of it comes to a successful ending. You know, we started the season with a lot of high hopes and a lot of expectations for ourselves, and a lot of hard work went into this. And I guess what you see is the emotions of
Pippen, Horace Grant. Cartwright's up in years a bit, but he's still playing very well. And John Paxson, that's the heart of the team, and they have an excellent...
Michael Jordan and the Bulls, you just won your first NBA championship. What are you going to do next?
We're going to Disney World. Yeah!
So, I mean, we're both wearing double-breasted jackets, but yet somehow this one seems like the real thing. I'm sorry. I'm going to be more like that now that I'm with the Beet Farmers. And the Rocketeer, this is... now, I've seen the trailers for this thing, and it looks great. It looks very exciting.
I think so. I saw a rough cut of the movie. I haven't seen the full thing with an audience and everything. It comes out June 21st.
And it's about kids in a barn who find this rocket belt kind of thing and can fly?
Actually, it takes place in 1938, based on an old comic strip done by a guy named Dave Stevens. An aviator finds a rocket designed by Howard Hughes.
Yeah, and it looks like the dream of every youngster to be able to strap that thing on and take off.
Perhaps except for Bill Campbell, who plays a rocketeer who's afraid of flying.
Afraid of flying. Oh, in real life he is?
Yeah, actually.
There you go. Let's do a commercial, and then we'll be right back.
Dazzling excitement, unlike anything you've ever seen before. It's an absolute must-see. Look! Jeffrey Lyons says buckle up and hang on tight for the action hit of the summer. Here it comes! And Rolling Stone raves, it's the kind of movie magic we don't see much anymore. A full-throttle blast of thrills and fun. Down flag! The Rocketeer, rated PG.
Starts Friday, June 21st at a theater near you.
Babysitter.
She saw.
Ow!
She croaked.
They'll definitely call Mom.
Don't tell Mom. The babysitter's dead.
Rock and roll!
Now, Christina Applegate spends the summer
Don't forget to do the dishes, okay?
with no nagging, no curfews, no rules.
Dishes are done, man.
Don't tell Mom the babysitter's dead. Rated PG-13. Now play.
Jennifer, good luck with the film.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful summer, and please come back and see us again.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here. Have a good weekend, folks. Good night, everybody.
Agassi and Chang, he's become a loyal role player, coming off the bench like an NBA veteran in his twilight years. When he's called, he plays. And when the assignment is to beat Spain on grass for a berth in the Davis Cup semifinals, Mac is still very much the man. We go to Newport. Beautiful day and a beautiful setting outside the Tennis Hall of Fame, Newport Casino. Patriotic fans watching McEnroe return the serve in the far court. Watch him run down in the beautiful touch shot. McEnroe just got better as the day went on. Vintage McEnroe looked like the Mac of 22, not 32. Now serving in the near court. Goes to his ankles to pick up the volley. Hits the overhead, literally hitting Carbonell, the vulnerable area. McEnroe finishing him off here. The tremendous flick of the wrist backhand get by Carbonell, but this rarely, if ever, wins a point. Mac just punches away the backhand volley. Tatum, the mother of three, loving it. Here's match point. McEnroe serving. Carbonell can't handle it. McEnroe not broken all day long. He gives Carbonell just 6 games. He was pumped. This will give his confidence a boost going into Wimbledon, which starts in 10 days. Earlier, Brad Gilbert, the Davis Cup stalwart, takes out Emilio Sanchez for
7th time in their last 8. They even came dressed to impress today. Nostalgia at the Vet. The Phils and the Reds wore their organization's uniforms of the 1950s. Nice high ball socks back then. Wes Chamberlain models the vintage Phillies attire for us, while Lou Piniella sports the Red Stockings look of the time. As we look at pitcher Norm Charlton, let's go back to the future and colorize this thing and get back to Wes Chamberlain with that 1991 home run swing. Chamberlain with a 3-run homer in the 3rd to make it 4-0. But the Reds battled back, and they did it in 140-degree temperatures on the turf. Jim Fregosi was hot. He was tossed out arguing a called out at first. Hal Lanier was ejected later for arguing balls and strikes. A sacrifice fly made it 7-6 Reds. Then it went to 8-6 on the infield shot over Roger McDowell's head by pitcher Randy Myers. While running to first base, Myers came up injured a bit. He injured his leg. He left the game, and former Philly Don Carmen came on to get his first save of the year. Carmen got Ricky Jordan to ground out. The Reds sweep the Phils in 3 straight games, winning today 8-6.
You know, I mean, it's just the way it goes when you're down. You know, it seems like you never get any breaks, and you have to make them for yourself. And it's a tough situation. I mean, shoot, we're not getting those balls falling in for us, and they are. And it's just, we just have to keep going out there and working hard and try to get out of this thing.
The rhythm and smell the fear. If you only see one movie this year, you have to get out more often. The Naked Gun 2.5. The Smell of Fear. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, June 28th at theaters everywhere. Robin Hood is a marvelously stirring ride. I'm Robin Hood! You cheer the good guys. Gasp at the cliffhangers. Hiss the villains. Genuinely funny. Good fun. Kevin Costner is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Rated PG-13. Now playing at a theater near you.
that much anymore. The Rocketeer, rated PG, now playing at a theater near you.
All the rules and set the new standards. All in the Family.
Now, if you want to pick a real winner,
be sure to pick an American classic. All in the Family, now weeknights at 7:30, only on Philly 57.
The wait for Jim Fragosi's Phillies, but it wound up being pretty painful, wasn't it? At Busch Stadium in St. Louis, maybe this will help explain things. A full moon over Missouri, top of the first. Phil's put up a 4 spot. John Kruk accounts for 3 of them. See you later time, his 10th dinger of the year. Phil's actually go up 5-zip, but the Cards catch him in the 5th. This one's long gone. Off the bat of Pedro Guerrero, a 2-run shot off Joe Baver, providing no relief for Danny Cox, the starter. Hit 6-5 Cards. Top of the 6th, the Phils retake the lead. Kruk again comes through with a 2-run single, runs his RBI total to 53 on the year. Phils up 8-6, even though Wes Chamberlain is out at 3rd. They enter the bottom of the 8th, leading 9-7, but the Wizard wins it for St. Louis. Ozzie Smith single to center. Geronimo Pena and Craig Wilson come in. The Cards go home. 10-9 winners. Roger McDowell, the loser, in relief.